Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Greenery Paper Crafts, and I'm going live a little bit early today because I'm headed to a cottage for the weekend, and I'm going to a cottage on the coldest weekend of the year. The cottage is in Quebec, and apparently Quebec is supposed to be the coldest place on earth this weekend. So I'm bringing some crafting stuff, and if you have things to craft, this is the perfect weekend to do it because I think there's big storms down in the States as well. So welcome. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Ottawa, Canada, and I usually go live Fridays at 3, and I pop on other times as well. But this week I'm going live. I don't even know what time it is. I'm going live right now, and it's 12:37. So welcome, and yeah, I hope you get some ideas and get some ideas that you can use in your craft room this week. So I'm just going to enlarge my hands. And we're going to be using today a set called Greenery Lane. I forgot to bring over the dies, but it is a washi tape set. To be honest, I've used washi tape a lot, but the skinny little washi tape. But this one is very unique. We also have a floral one that has one big die that cuts out all the flowers, which I think now I'm going to need to get. It was on back order for a long time. But for this washi tape, there's lots of things you can do. So I made a couple of cards last week using this washi tape, and I will show you those ones and then show you a little bit how you use the washi tape, and then we're going to make one card today. So again, welcome. Here's the two cards we made last week. So this first one is just a regular fold, and I thought another demonstrator do this. So, well, it's not totally original, but they had taken the washi tape, which is, I believe, 3.5 inches wide. I did measure it last time. I'll just grab my ruler to check. Yeah, so the washi tape is 3.5 inches wide. So you could put it down the middle, or in this case, I added this little strip at the side. And this is using a new folder. I just cleaned my craft room. My husband came in last night and said, "Whoa, I can see your table." And so I put everything away. But this is a new one, and it's got little dots and stripes on it. But when I did it the first time, I didn't realize that I was doing it the opposite way to what I wanted. So I wanted the little dots raised up on this side. And if you're using cardstock, it doesn't matter. But of course, I was using the washi tape piece, so it came out back almost debossed instead of embossed. But it's still pretty. I'll still use it. But I decided to do it again for this card. So the first thing I did is I took my big roll of washi tape, and I just pulled it out and I placed it on. I do find it's easy to get it all twisted and bent up. So what I find easiest is if you either start at one edge and then smooth it out, or what I've been doing is cutting a piece. Here, let me try. Here's a piece of white cardstock. So what I found is easiest, I'll just take it and I'll cut it to where I think I want it. Doesn't have to be exact because you can trim it off later. So I'm just going to go right here. And you get a lot. So if you use an inch too much, I don't think it's really a problem. So I think what I found it easiest to do is to take it, and if you're just doing it on a regular piece of paper and you don't need to have the perfect size, that's even easier. So now see what I did is I put it down and I can still see some of the white. So I want it to take up the whole space. So I'm going to make sure it's off the edge. And it looks like it's pretty close. So then I just take my fingers and rub it down. And then I take my bone folder and rub it even more. Now you can see it's off the edge a bit. You can either fold it over, which is what I just do, or you could cut it off. It gives a nicer edge, I find, when you fold it over. And this one is just a little tiny bit So then I'm going to give that a nice press. And so now I have a really, oh, there we go, a really nice piece that I could use for a card front, or I can take the dies from the Greenery Lane set. It's a bundle, and I can die cut out these images. And that's what this would look like. So you can see here I've taken, I think you can see well enough. I did leave up, I found it helpful last time, a piece of black. So there you can see where I've die cut out the images. And what I like to do is when I'm designing, I just die cut a whole bunch of things and then keep them in a container to use. So those are what we're going to be using today. All right, that came in handy. So there's your piece. That's how one way you can use the washi tape. There's lots of ways you can use this washi tape. So you can use it as a panel, you can cut it up, you can emboss it. So for this one, I did emboss. And these are new dies as well. And we used to have one similar. I just love layering things. And then I've just added some sprigs behind, and I did add Wink of Stella and some gems as well. So that one's regular. And then this one is a fun fold. So I've cut off, I think this is 3 inches now, 3 1/4. So 3 1/4, so this is 1 inch. And then I've used one of another new embossing folder. And then I've just done the little banner across and tucked in some greenery. So this one I just used the panel regular. I didn't emboss it. And so today we're going to not really using a panel. We're going to be just using all the pieces. So move that out of the way. So I have a regular white card base. Then I have Pretty Peacock. The coordinating colors are Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon, and Garden Green. So I'm going to use this piece of Pretty Peacock. And let's get a pin. I keep a couple of pins up here because sometimes it just needs to get started. And maybe not. This is my good one. It should be working. There we go. So I'm just going to glue this up. It's not coming out as much as I would like. All right, but it's only paper. I'm sure it'll be fine. So this one is just 1/8 of an inch. So it's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And this one is 4 1/4 by 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so now I'm going to add my embossed piece, which is white. All right, and now we have our 1 inch by 4 1/4, and it's going to go here, but we're going to be taking some of the cutouts and building up and building down. So let's find all the ones we have. I kind of like doing opposites. What goes up must come down. Now some of them, sometimes it's at the edge. That's okay because you can tuck it in. Where you can put something else in front of it. So let's put it here. Let's put it over here. And then I'll make sure that there's something covering that. And then we have a green one. I don't want to do one in each corner. That will look dumb. Let's stick the green one down here. Okay. And this is, I'm trying to remember what set that's from, but it's very cute. Okay, so now we have a couple of these, so we'll be strategic. So I've got dark green down there. Let's put dark green up here. And maybe this one there. And then this one, there's not as many of it, so I don't have as many. Now I really should be, as I'm doing this, I like to put, okay, let's just go ahead and keep doing this. So that's going to go there. And then we have these ones that are nice that are just 3 little leaves. Now, so that's dark green and dark green, so I don't want that. That one's good. And I like sometimes putting it so it hangs over like that. I think that looks pretty. We're going to tuck something back in there, so I'm not worried about that. Let's tuck this one in here. Now you got to kind of watch because now you can hardly even see that one, so I'm going to slide everything over a little bit. Okay, so we have one more of these. I'm probably going to use up everything in this little case. There's not really enough of a contrast there, but let's try adding some vellum. So this vellum is this one. I like to cut them out even, no, that looks dumb. Even if it's not really an actual die, well, it is a die cut, but it's intended to be used with that. All right, let's try. So we don't have very much pretty peacock in here yet. So let's add some. So we've got these pieces of pretty peacock and a couple of the leaves. Oh, I know what would look nice. Maybe this and then this, because that shows off the color a little bit more. I'll come back and adjust all these because I don't like how they're all sitting right now. So we've got another one of those, and then we've got some more of the 3 leaves. So we're going to pop those randomly. So here we could use a little bit of Lost Lagoon. And we need something up here. That might be a good spot for this. Now, this, it's actually this big, but I've cut it down. And I'm going to cut it even some more. So we can pop this one under here. That can go there. No, I don't like that. Needs more. Let's try this. Yeah, that's better. And then this in front. Then we have to remember how this all goes to put it back together. But as long as it's pretty. Okay, we need some vellum. So I do have some vellum leaves. That could go there. We need some height in the middle. Maybe that's where I could put this. So I did do them. Maybe we'll try this. No, maybe we'll try one up and one down. So making sure that you're not going off the edge as well. That's important. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Oh, people joining. Did anyone go to the virtual retreat last night? It was the first time Stampin' Up! Has done it with cards. And we made a ton of cards. You bought a kit and you got the product and a whole kit of, I'll do a separate video on it. It was amazing. I got so many tips. And I've been stamping for a while, but you always learn new things. All right, so this one, I feel like that could go like that. But you know what? I'm going to start. See, I cleaned my desk and now I can't find anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these ones together so that they're staying together. And I just got my nails done today for Valentine's Day. So this might fit right in there. We could pop that up a little higher. Okay, I'm liking how it's looking. We don't have enough vellum. So here we have this one, which I'm going to adjust. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect because a lot of it's going to be underneath something else. So we need a bit of height back here. There we go. Now I messed all this up. And here's another. See how tiny that is? But it's still good. I'm going to round this off a little bit. All right. I feel like a lot of people are going to be crafting this weekend. Okay. What kind of tool do I need? This one. Okay. I feel like the top has a little bit more going on. We need something right here. And this might be good. It's the same color as that. I think it'll be okay. Maybe I'll do this. Just like I did with the last one. I'm just going to put a glue dot on and then put that together. Offset it. Just gives it a little bit of depth. What do we got under there? Okay, we've got that one. I haven't introduced a lot of the green. I don't know. I prefer the Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. We do have this that we could put somewhere. Okay, I'm going to disassemble. And let's see what we got going on. And that one ends up being quite small. That's okay. Okay, now that I see how I've done the other ones, I want to do the same to this one. Let's take a glue dot. I think it helps it show or stand out better. There. So we got that one there. Could tuck that one there. Then we got that. And then that. All right. I like it. And I'll save this because I'm sure I'll add it somewhere. So let's just make sure that we fix it. So by fixing it, I mean, so where I've cut it, see how we have this? So I'll just take my paper snips and those of you who don't like fussy cutting, this is easy peasy. Okay, that's a good size. I like it. So we got there. Let's try over here. So you want to make sure you're not hiding things. Now I've just hid this one, which that's my favorite. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Let me know if you've used this washi tape or if you, are you a washi tape girl? Yes or no? Person? Yes or no? I have all these extra ones. I hate leaving anything out, but okay, is there another leaf that we could do the same thing? Yes, I see one. This little guy. So you kind of develop how you're using it as you go, but I think this is going to be pretty. I kind of wish I had done a fancier banner. And I definitely will want to add some kind of bow or ribbon, but I'm not sure exactly what. Did my camera move? All right, we're all good. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. I think I'm done with that, but I may be pulling pieces. And I still have this one. Oh, I have these other ones too, because the stamps, you can actually stamp and die cut. So we definitely want to use these. Let's try this one up here. Okay, this is a good size one. Okay, I'm going to leave it right here to remind myself to use it. So now I'm going to take this off and I'm going to try. Oh, here's what I'm going to do. So it's going to go right there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to go right there. So when I'm gluing these on, I'm going to glue them so that they'll be underneath, but not too far. You could also put dimensionals on here and then tuck stuff behind. But I think I want this, no, I just messed that up. I think I want this line flat as it's going to go. Really, how flat is it going to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's just try. Now, this glue is, I don't like how it's working. I'm going to try. I saw somebody do this actually on the virtual retreat last night where they just did a puddle of glue. And then they would take their elements. So let's take these ones off and just kind of dip it. So this one we want up. And then let's take the vellum. And I think I just glued it to the vellum. And because this is embossed, it takes a little bit more pressure to get it up there. Oops, that one's too high. It's going off the page. Okay. It's a lot easier just sticking the little pieces in. I think I have this one next. And then this one. Some of them you can use glue dots as well. That was an interesting discussion last night on the virtual. Oh, hi, Elise. Hi, Elise. I'm actually live right now. Oh, you're catching the replay of the virtual thing. Last night there was a big discussion on do you like glue dots? Yes or no? And a lot of people do not like glue dots. So that was interesting. I use a lot of glue dots. Okay, so I'm just gonna. All right, that looks good. Then I think I want these two. So let's dip in the glue. I'm not sure this dipping in the glue is actually helping. So I want this one here, and I want this one in front though. Now, because I put glue dots on, I can lift. So I do want that over top. Okay, that's a little high, but I think it's fine. And then this one is going to go right up, kind of in the crook. Then we have this one. So this is, well, it's different colors, I guess. But I do want to put it more towards this end. Okay, next we have our little vellum piece that is quite tall. So we want it to go like that. We can go back and adjust and add things later. Let's put that one there. I'm using an imaginary line, I think. I think I am. Anyways, the virtual retreat had pretty advanced cards, I would say, but so many cool techniques and little tips and tricks. It was really well done. Hats off to Stampin' Up. It's something that they're just trying. They did a scrapbooking one earlier in the end of last year, or sometime last year, and then this one is for card making. So they're just trying it, but they like the fact that, yes, you can have pre-recorded ones. Because it was live, people were sharing tips, and then they would share a tip, and then whoever the presenter was, and then someone online would share a tip. It was really well done and really fun to watch and be part of. Okay, let's try that. I think we're good. Need something here. Let's try this. So it can go over a little bit, but not right to not over the edge. So they are planning to do it again. Not sure when, or they're thinking they're going to do it again. Okay, so let's get this one on. And remember, this is the one that's, I cut weird, but that's okay. It's actually dipping it in the glue is pretty good, but you sometimes get too much. Now we have this one, remembering not to get it off the edge. And then let's try this. Now I have to be a little more careful about putting this. And I have glue all over my banner. Oh my goodness. It's going to be interesting. Is this one that I have? Oh, good. I have it on both sides. Yay. I didn't have it quite straight the first time. Okay, I'm going to start back on this side and work my way over. So I want this one right down in the corner, as far as it will go. And let's see the height. I want this one in the middle. And we can go and tuck things in when we're done to see if we've missed spots. This card is for someone you really like, because it's taking me a little bit of time to put it together. And also to die cut all of these shapes out of the washi tape, because I think there's only 3, let me remember. There's that shape, 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes. But this one on the piece I had only had 1. So, okay, that's looking good. I think we can come in here with this one. It's going to be really tall. Is that my good side? Oh, that's why it has glue, because I kept putting it down. Okay, we're still good. Definitely need something right here. And I'm going to pull out this one, because I feel like we need something a little substantial and with a little bit of color. That one's already stuck. Then we can put this one now. Same color, but oh well. Let's make sure that's going to be underneath. And no, it's a little bit low. So let's put it a little bit higher. That glue is almost already stuck. Okay. I think we could add this little dark green one here. Okay, let's check again. Okay, I think that's enough. There's a lot going on this card. Now I'm thinking where I'm going to want to put some kind of bow. This just warrants a bow. If I would wrap it and do a little linen thread bow, or I'm just going to put this down. I'm also no, I'm just going to glue it. I was going to say I might try dimensionals because it's so tall, but I don't think that would work. Oh, look what I found. Yay, some vellum. Let's just tuck that in here. All right, I'm going to try this end of my glue. Maybe. Maybe not. Back to the other end. So the washi tape is very fun to use. And I'm putting lots of glue because there's lots going on here. All right. Final piece. Now I am going to flip it over and give it a good rub. Okay, we'll put these ones back in the bin. Go down with that. Oh, there's another glue that might work better. Very pretty. So now we need some gems. some embellishments. So on the last card, I used these ones. It's the wrong shade of green, so I used the white. And these are Moody Palette. I don't know why they're called Moody Palette, but I just feel like we need some kind of bow. Let's try linen thread, or I do have white linen thread as well. And maybe I'll put it like at the base of one of the flowers, or they're not really flowers. They're not flowers at all. They're stems. I'm already starting to dream about my gardens. I ordered some seed packets this week for some cool weather flowers. Where I live, it goes from cool to could be -30 the next day. So cool weather flowers are tricky. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here, kind of at the base of that. And then just for fun, we'll add some of these. Let's add the blue. It's soft, it's cloud cover, but let's just pretend. And then we'll put one over here. All right. Oh, that matches nicely because it's really all different shades of turquoise and blues. So I think that will work. All right, now let's look at all our cards and you can tell me which one is your favorite. Get this out of the way so I don't get glue all over everything. Okay, we'll come back to no, let's just go back here. So, because I want to lay out all the cards. Okay, here we go. Let's just find where we ended. Put that back. So here was the card we made the other day. So card number 1. I don't know which order we did them in, but card number 1. The sun is shining right down on my spot here. Card number 2, because I don't usually go live at this time. And cloud. Card number 3. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Okay, do you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite. This one is quite pretty. Oh, we have to, can't leave it like that. I have to add some Wink of Stella, even though I was wondering because the washi tape's a little bit waxy, I want to say. And I was wondering if the Wink of Stella would stick to it, and yes, it does. So you can add as little or as much Wink of Stella. You probably can't tell on camera, but you can tell in person. It's just pretty. I like the little blue ones. This one I feel is too high. Let's try that. There. Happy birthday. Thank you. Time to celebrate. Tell me which one is your favorite in the comments. And I will do a blog post with the measurements for these cards as well as the products that I've used. I was waiting to finish the third one before I did it. So I will do that probably when I'm at the cottage, sitting by the fire, and it's -600 degrees out. But I know a lot of people are getting a lot of snow and worse weather than we will be getting. So stay safe out there. The sun is at the actual worst angle right now. So I do appreciate it if you like or share my video. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button so you will know every time I post a new video. Thanks, everyone. Happy crafting and have a great weekend.